with the fresh faces of New Kids on the Block. I'm Neil Walker. Good night and have a safe weekend. They're white, they're in New Zealand, and they're unbelievably clean cut. In fact, they're so clean cut, we're amazed that they even spoke to Nightline. But the oldest member of the group assures us it's not their fault.
It's nothing we really conjured up, you know, it's something given to us. You know, so now if something happens that the press just like pounds on it, like, you know, what are these kids doing? You know, that's so unlike them. When, you know, we never claimed to be anything other than what we are.
They're hardly oozing sex and drugs and rock and roll. Anyway, these guys didn't form out the back in someone's garage. They were carefully formulated by a record producer who knew exactly the look, the sound and the whiteness he was looking for. But don't think they're going to be a teeny bopper band forever.
I think every album we make as we grow older, our music grows a little older. You know, I think a good example was the remix album that we really geared it towards the nightclub. You know, so the older audience would start hearing it. And I think it's worked. You know, I think a lot more older people have been showing up at our concerts and stuff.
And whatever you think, they have been incredibly successful. After all, they did make $115 million last year.
Most of the world right now thinks that we're through, you know, so we're going to just come back and just, you know, show the world that we really do have what we say we have.
Oh, well, guess you've got to make a living somehow. They seem to be scraping by anyway. The New Kids play to the largest number of pubescent children ever to assemble at Mount Smart in Auckland tomorrow night. For the way I feel about you, but baby, you're just so amazing, and I'm so in love, girl, with you.
The police minister visited Hamilton today and wants action posted, and that's in Auckland tonight. So New Zealand's screaming fans had to travel from far and wide to glimpse their idols. Kim Webby joins the scramble.
It's the Beatlemania of the 90s.
Oh, I think they're really neat. I love them so much. I think they're really good.
The anonymous bus carrying New Kids on the Block met an excited welcome. The girls caught just a short glimpse of their idols, but it was enough to bring on fresh bouts of teenage adulation. What was it like seeing them today?
Amazing. Unbelievable.
Where have you come from to see them?
Chicago. It was like a dream come true. I mean, I never thought I would be there, you know, seeing them.
What was it like seeing them today?
I almost died.
They were formed and groomed by a producer who's hit on a winning formula. New Kids are the biggest earners in showbiz. In the past 2 years, they've made $115 million, $2 million more than Bill Cosby. But it's not the size of their bank balances the fans care about.
They're gorgeous. They're great dancers, great singers. I just love them.
Today, even their luggage was ogled over. Tonight, fans can see the famous five in concert at Auckland's Mount Smart Stadium. Kim Webby, One Network News.
Janine, that was beautiful day, but excuse me if I don't dance with you and stuff, because I'm like really tired. Because see, last night, last night I went to the concert, the New Kids at Mount Smart. Man, what a show. A lot of people a lot of people give the kids a hard time, you know, and if you don't like them, that's cool. You don't need to like their music. But give credit where credit is due. Those guys, man, they worked their butts off. They were all over the place, man. It was a really cool show. A lot of people really enjoyed it, and even the people I was with, and like they're old, man. They're like in their 30s. You know what I mean? They really enjoyed the show as well. And Pepsi RTR were lucky enough to score the exclusive interview with New Kids on the Block. I took the questions along, asked them as many as I could so I could get in there because we were sort of pushed for time. They were really nice guys. They really want me to say, though, that they were really sorry that a lot of people couldn't come to their concert in Auckland, and that hopefully they'll come back and they'll do a show perhaps in the South Island. So those who see down there who missed out, they can come along as well. Okay, here is the exclusive interview with New Kids on the Block. Jonathan, let's face it, the New Kids have been called the hardest working kids in show business. Exactly how much time do you spend on your rehearsing, your dancing, all that kind of stuff?
Well, it all depends, you know, before a tour starts, we spend a lot of time, usually 8 to 10 hours a day, and we just rehearse straight through. But then when we're on the road, it slows down rehearsal-wise. You know, every day we go to sound check and we just run over some stuff. And actually, our single, If You Go Away, it's just been released. So we're slowly trying to get that into the show right now. So
all that work obviously pays off. You guys made over the last 2 years. You were $115 million. What are you spending it on?
Well, actually, that's a big misconception. I mean, $150 million, I wish. That's what our name generated. It wasn't for us personally, but I don't know. I just bought a farm, bought a boat, bought a house in the tropics, bought some new braces. I don't know, just fun things, you know. A lot of times we do a lot of things for our families too. You know, they're the most important thing right now to us, I think.
Did you do like Elvis Presley and buy your mum a Graceland somewhere?
I bought me a Graceland. My mom lives in it, but I didn't buy it for her. Yeah, we got a big house that our whole family lives in. So it's nice.
So a lot of that money that you made over the last few years at $115 million has been sort of basically through dolls, T-shirts, merchandising like towels and pillowcases and buttons and sleeping bags and all that kind of stuff. How does it feel when you sort of look at all these things, see your faces on all these kind of different products?
It feels good, but at the same time, it got a little ridiculous at one time where everything we looked at had our name on it, and we were just getting sick and tired of it. And I think that, you know, I think the public was getting sick and tired of it too. You know, we got a lot of criticism about it. You know, we did what no other group really has done as far as marketing, but I think it got a little too much. We're really trying to cut it back down now, and you know, try to really put out good. Not that we don't put out quality stuff, but just, you know, something that is more useful than a New Kids alarm clock or something. You know, something a little more practical.
Like a New Kids diary or something. Well, they've got that as well, haven't they? Now, how long's the tour been going on for now?
I think it started in September, the first part of it. Then we had 4 weeks off for Christmas, and then we've been out now for about 2 weeks.
How long is it going to go till?
February, yeah.
When the tour is over, what does Jonathan Knight do to chill out, to relax?
Spend time on my boat. But actually, we just had the last summer off. This summer is going to be a lot of work. We're starting to put together a new album right now. It's long overdue.
When will it be out?
Who knows? Yeah. We don't know. We're trying to get it out for next fall. So.
What do you think of Michael Jackson's album? Dangerous?
I like it.
It's good.
I mean, in the beginning, it was so different. I mean, they keep saying it's the same old thing. But when I first heard it, I was like, that's Michael Jackson? Yeah. And it took a while to grow on me. Now, I play it all the time.
Everybody knows the famous story about Maurice Starr forming New Kids on the Block. How did you feel when this guy came up to you and said, Viv, how'd you like to be in a band?
Actually, when he first came up to us, I thought he was like a crook or something. And, you know, he was going to say, okay, I need $10,000,
Yeah.
and I'll do this for you. Yeah, I mean, because it was the weirdest way to start out, you know. But after a while, you know, we started really looking into his background and we saw what he did. And then we were like, this is cool, you know. And then it just went along.
Now, this is somewhere I read about a guy called Jamie Kelly.
Yeah.
Who was in New Kids, and then was it his parents pulled him out?
Yeah, his parents were real strict. I mean, just stupid. I hope this doesn't show in America, but I didn't like his parents. They'd always yell at us and stuff. You know, we'd come home from rehearsal and they'd start yelling at us. We're like, hey, we're just trying to do something productive here. But they didn't like him, you know, being out at rehearsal at night and stuff. They thought school was more important. So I'm sure he's back home crying right now.
He's probably working in like a gas station somewhere. Or a record shop selling your records. Everyone knows that you and Jordan are brothers. You guys spend a lot of time with each other. You're out there on the road touring, you're rehearsing, you're dancing, you're singing, you're doing interviews, you're in hotels, you're in limousines, you're in planes. How do you guys cope with that? How do you guys get on together?
Actually, I think of everybody, me and him are probably the closest. It's been that way all our life. I mean, you know, we always shared a room in our house, and we always went to the same school. So I guess we're kind of used to it. It's different because I can go to him and tell him things about how I feel about being out here that I couldn't tell somebody else. You know, I couldn't be like, oh, I hate this or I hate that. You know, like, we just understand each other a little more, I think.
What about the relationship amongst the rest of the guys? You guys must be pretty tight.
Yeah, we are. It's like we're all brothers, you know. We have our good days and our bad days. So.
Everywhere New Kids go, you've got hundreds of screaming fans just wanting to touch you, get a bit of your jacket, get a bit of your hair. How do you cope with that?
Just learn to walk real fast and keep your head down. You know, I mean, in the beginning it was scary. You know, it's just like you just felt this weird claustrophobic feeling. You know, everywhere you went, people were there. But now, you know, I just appreciate it for what it is. I just think, hey, all these kids are here for me. You know, so you appreciate it, I guess.
The problem with the kind of fame that you guys have, of course, is that there are people out there who don't dig you.
Yeah,
which is common, you know, that's fine.
That's with everybody.
But then when people the critics give you a hard time about your hair, your clothes, your music, your dancing, and they say you're just a white version of New Edition, how do you react to the critics?
I don't care, you know. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I think you have to do what makes you happy. And right now is the best time in my life, you know. I mean, I'm traveling the world. Half the critics, they probably never got out of their own city. You know, and it's really not, it really doesn't matter what the critics like. I think as long as your fans appreciate what you're doing, that's who you're doing it for.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
I saw this tape of a live concert you guys did, where you all take over some instruments and you're on the bass. Man, I play the bass too, and like if ever you need somebody to like just, you know, kick around with you on the bass, just give me a call. I'm your man. I got the beats.
Actually, I don't play the bass. That was one of Maurice Starr's little concoctions there. I hated doing that, but...
yeah, you look like you're a bit sort of worried about it.
But Johnny really plays the drums, and Danny and Jordan really play the keyboards, but... No, I don't
what would you like to play?
Nothing. It's too complicated, man. I used to play piano when I was a kid, but I forget everything. You gotta keep up on those things.
Okay, now it's time for the questions from the fans. We had a ton of mail from people, and I picked the most requested questions here. And at the top of the list is, do any of the kids on the block have steady jobs?
None of your business.
Next question.
No, actually, before we wouldn't admit it because kids they'd get all upset and they'd start crying, oh, how can you do that to us? I mean, we're human, so, yeah, naturally we have girlfriends. Not all the time. I mean, sometimes, like right now I don't, so.
You're not like a fan, you have one in every sort of talk that you go to?
No.
Next question, do you ever reply personally to your fan mail?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
Occasionally. Naturally, you can't reply to everything, but, you know, if I get something in the mail that it's really nice, that I like, that I think was really, you know, thoughtful, I'll send back a letter.
We've had some letters from people saying I've written to the New Kids, the official New Kids fan club in the States, and they haven't got replies yet.
Yeah, actually, the fan club in America, we had somebody running it, but now we're kind of taking over, and it's going to become a part of our corporation, so we'll be more in control of it. So they're like going through chaos down there.
So you're making a few management changes.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So someone's losing their job too. Have any of you guys ever thought about acting, like a New Kids movie, like Off Vanilla Ice or something?
Hopefully not like a Vanilla Ice movie. That didn't do too well, but actually, yeah, we were gonna do a movie, but like just what happened with Vanilla Ice, we didn't want to do it because if it didn't come out good, it would kind of blow the opportunity to do something further down the line. But who knows? I don't know.
If you could do a movie, say, the movies that have been out there, what part would you most like to play? An Indiana Jones or a smoothie like an Elvis Presley 50s movie? Or?
I don't know. I guess I'd like to do everything.
Yeah.
You know, I just think the movie was so cool. There's so much to do. I don't know.
Okay, what's been your most embarrassing moment on stage?
There's not necessarily been like totally embarrassing where I'd want to run and hide, but you know, sometimes you slip on stuff or, you know, nothing major.
How do you look cool when you fall over on stage? And you miss your cue to do
You
that.
You're making it kind of move. No, I don't know. I mean, I think people understand.
Okay, we were talking about the next album. That's not due for a little while yet, isn't it?
No.
Okay. Is it true that John hasn't been without a girlfriend since he was 14? You devil.
No, I'm not that much of a superstar.
Have you seen Studs, that TV show?
Yeah,
Yeah?
kind of goofy, I think.
Would you ever go
They
on
play
Studs?
it down here too?
Yeah, they do, man. It's like prime time. Would you ever go on Studs?
No, I think that's too vain. I don't know. It's just not my style.
Okay. What kind of music do New Kids on the Block listen to when you're on the road? When you got your Walkman or your...
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be surprised. Church music right on up to Harry Connick Jr., rock and roll, Nirvana. That's been playing a lot lately.
Yeah, that's doing really well.
Yeah.
They're coming here in a couple of weeks' time for a show too. Have you been to a Nevada concert? Do you ever go to concerts?
Yeah, occasionally. It's actually good while we're on the road because we always run into other groups. Actually, we're going to see Paula Abdul and Guns N' Roses when we get to Japan in a couple weeks, so that'll be cool.
You must have to take a whole army of security guards when you go out and do these kind of things.
Yeah.
When you guys are on the road, does anything get on your nerves? Late planes or...
I think the most annoying thing is being locked up in a hotel room.
And doing interviews.
No, actually, I like this. I hate being locked in a hotel room. You feel like you're in jail. And then when you try to go out and stuff, and just people are always at you, and you just want to be normal and go see the different cities and stuff. But
of course, when you're locked in your room, you could always watch the New Kid on the Block cartoon. Have you seen it?
Yeah. Actually, we saw all of them. You know, we were there to approve everything that happened. And actually, it was weird because the cartoon people came on the road with us. So a lot of that stuff is pretty true.
What's it like seeing stuff with a cartoon?
It's weird. I mean, it's weird seeing a doll. It's just, everything's weird. You know, I mean, I never expected this as a kid, and then it's just like here, larger than life. You know, I mean, I never thought I'd be in New Zealand. I mean, I always see it in books and stuff, and it's like, I say, oh, I'd like to go there, but I never could envision myself actually finally being here.
Here's a weird question. Who snores when they sleep?
Snore? I don't think none of us snore. I know I had a ride over next to one of my bodyguards on the airplane. He snored all night. I was so mad.
Okay, what's your favorite New Kid on the Block song? Do you have a favorite?
Song? Oh, I don't think, in a good way, I don't like any of them, only because I hear them so much, you know. I like the new one that's out now, because it's new. But, no, I like them all, but you just get tired of it. You know, it's the same thing every night.
This is a weird question as well. Does Joe have naturally curly hair, or is that perm? This is knocking a lot of people out.
No, actually, a lot of people ask that. No, it's definitely his natural hair.
Well, there you go. You heard it from me. Okay, now, John, do you like gardening? And what's your favorite flower or plant? Because you're a farmer, so...
No, I mean, I used to like, you know, spending time cutting the grass. You know, it's just like the lawnmower's loud in your ears, and you just kind of get away from the world. But
you like that stuff?
Yeah, well, not no more. I have somebody do it for me. But no, but I mean, I used to like pushing the lawnmower around the yard.
Yeah. Does Jordan have a car with 2 phones? I guess you could have a car for every phone that he wants.
I don't know. No, I don't think he has 2 phones in his car.
It'd be a bit silly really having 2 phones in your car, wouldn't it? Yeah. Last year, a New Kid on the Block band ran away. This is what the question it said to me, and you guys went on telly and told her to go home. But you were saying to me that she was actually in one of your videos, and that's how Sharon saw it.
When we did the New Kids Live video, I guess she ran away from home a year before, and her parents thought she was dead, or they thought that she was murdered or something. So the FBI came to where we were rehearsing, and they had pictures of her, and they were asking us, do we remember her? And I mean, they went to this big, extensive search. It was on a TV show.
Unsolved Mysteries.
It was, something like that. Yeah. And me and my brother went on TV and asked if she was watching, if she'd call her mother. And I don't think anything came out of it. So.
Okay, and finally, the other most requested question up there, have you got girlfriends, was how long will New Kids on the Block stay together?
That's a tough question. I don't know. You know, I think as long as we're on good terms, you know, I think we plan on staying together for as long as possible. But I think at the same time we'll branch out and do our own things, you know, just to be able to express ourselves individually and not just as a group.
Any solo albums in the future from, say, Jordan or yourself or Charlie?
Yeah, there's a few plans for 2 of the New Kids. I won't say which one.
That's really vague.
You know, I don't know. It's not like, you know, I mean, when we say things like that, people start panicking and think, oh, they're breaking up. You know, but it's just something different. It's just another side of the New Kids.